Hi, Michelle. I'm having a little problem at the moment, but hopefully we will get there because I can't see anyone's faces or anything. Right. Can everyone see me now? Hiya, Jojo. How you doing, buddy? Hi, Angela. Hi, Abby. You all right, Mike? Jojo's just up the road from us. I see it's on both. Brilliant. Thank you, Michelle. How you doing, Joe? Hiya, Sarah Jane. Hi, Lisa. Or is that Lissy? Nice. Hi, Julie. Welcome, welcome. Good to hear, mate. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. We've had a constructive day today, haven't we? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, doing really well. And I'm going to bring the main man over here now. There we are. Had to make the room for him so he can... Oh, you have COVID. Oh, bless you. I'll send out healing thoughts for you, my love. Hi, Michelle. No problem. Okay. The other day we had loads of people on TikTok. I was quite shocked. Hiya, Abby. Right, before we start, I'm looking at Thursday to do the Encaustic wax art. Please message us to let us know if you want to or not. If you want, it is a chargeable event. So if you can let us know, please do so. All right. Thank you. All right. Can't see Tanya on yet. She's normally the first one on. Bless her. So, right. Okay. Hi, Mandy. All right. Let's go as we start. Well. You can't see any names on Facebook. There's 3 people on. Oh, you may be on the wrong one. Yeah, because there is DoubleTrouble and Luke Guichard. So that's what the problem is. Hey, Clarky, how you doing, buddy? Can you hear us okay, Clarky? Or Sarah Jane? Jamie? Yes, fine. That's okay. We have got at work. You're probably on the wrong one, Michelle. Right, Michelle, as Tanya's not here at the moment, could you go over to Facebook and moderate and let Mike do TikTok tonight, if that's okay? No, I haven't. I'm sorry. Right, sorry. Look, got it. I'll have a look.
Right, are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Your opening card says, never allow yourself to be taken for granted. It is better to remove yourself from the situation than to be treated less than you deserve. You are precious. You are worthy. There you go.
That is a nice card to start day, and just think, bring some love into it. So yes, and hello Donna Roy, how are you? Julianne, welcome. And I do believe it is actually Luke to go first this time. And we've got the candlelight tonight as well. So it's all going on tonight. So I'll leave it in the capable hands of the lovely Luke. Put the light on a bit.
Well, it might help. Yep, that'll do fine.
Cool. Everyone's paper. Put these over here, so then you can get them a lot easier.
Paul is playing with me balls.
Okay.
Right, you're finished now. Right. Yeah. Okay. Right, I'm using Little Miss Scarlet. So if you'd like reading with Miss Scarlet, please do put your names up now. While Paul is playing with my balls, I shall indeed seek to see who to go to. Right. Now, okay, there is a talking stick. So we are ready to go. Yes, indeed, Julianne. He should be very gentle. Now,
I'm always gentle.
Let us see where it goes. Right, it's on the move now. So we should. Right. We have a stop on Dawn Marie Thomas. Okay. Dawn Marie Thomas. What on earth are you chewing on now? Oh, licorice torpedoes. Oh my God. Does he ever stop eating? Right, now we've got all the dogs in the house chasing Paul because Paul is sitting there eating licorice torpedoes.
Comfort.
Right. Okie dokie. Right. So, here we go. Right. Dawn Marie, what can we say? Right. As I'm gazing into the crystal, I've been given a nice image of you sat on your sofa. And no, Dawn Marie, you are not eating licorice torpedoes. No. You do have a cup of tea or maybe coffee in a mug close by, but no licorice torpedoes. No. Right. And okay. Oh, there's nice. We have a lovely. Look at them.
Mm.
Do you think the dogs had never seen licorice torpedoes before? They're practically in his pocket.
Yeah.
Right. You have a very nice orb, and it's just about there. You know, it's in front of your face, and just about what I would say, just over the left hand of your face, by eyebrow height, sitting there. It's a nice, I want to say rose pink color, actually. So yeah. Now we've moved into a panoramic view. So what are we got here to see? Oh, lovely. Right. Again, on your left-hand side, which is just over here, about 4 foot away from you, there is a person in spirit. Now, it's the golden yellow haze. Don't give the dog licorice torpedoes.
I like them.
Yeah, they like them. Yeah, and you'll like the mess they'll make. I think it's going to be one of those nights. Oh yes. I can't tell whether it's a man or a woman now because it's just like the haze or fog, if you like, shape of the body. But yes, there's a person definitely there. So let's go across to the portal and see who we have got in the portal.
Loads of dogs at the moment.
Now, just looking across there, do we have someone for Don Marie? Oh, right, yes, we do. There's someone just coming through it now. Oh, lovely. Right, okay, give them a moment or two and they will be over. Right. Oh, clear one's mind. Right. I can sense the energy of a lady coming through, Don Marie. I feel there is quite a nice sensation of a maternal love about this lady. So I want to be going down the mum's side of the family. Okay. As I do, I'm looking at this lady and I want to say this lady is around the late 70s to early 80s. So I want to be going 78, 79, 80, up to maybe 82 with this lady. As she comes forward, I want to say that I'm being shown her wearing an over the head pinny. Okay, an over the head pinny, which to me, as she shows me this, it's like it's one of her favorite things to always wear. It's there. There's the one that you tie in a bow around behind you. I don't know how they do it, to be honest. You tie it behind yourself, and it's like this is her everyday attire around the house. I'm looking at her hair and I'm thinking, is this an achievable style at home, or is this something at the hairdressers? I'm inclined to go, it's a hairdresser job with this. Okay. It's like it's not a tight to the skin sort of hairstyle. It's more of a lifted away from the scalp. It's like it's a volumized style to make it stand out, but it's very nicely done. And this lady is showing herself with glasses. So I'm quite happy to say that this is a very affectionate lady, a very independent lady as well. Okay. I feel her comfort place is more in the kitchen than it is anywhere else, because I'm getting a guided tour in my mind here of her kitchen. Now, I want to say compared to mine, and I can only really compare it to mine or my mother's, but I'm going to say compared to mine, it is a bit of a dated style kitchen, but it's very functional. There's everything in there that you would expect to find, as far as the necessities are. I mean, there's no big fancy mod cons, you know, but it's all very, very functional. I do have to say that this lady is very much a fan of family get-togethers, and she's used to cooking for quite a few people. She finds it difficult to cook for one, right? So when she's in there, it's like she's preparing a banquet for 50 as opposed to just for cooking for one or two. But she does like to have the family around and do the traditional Sunday style dinner. But she is one of these ladies that would be described as a more traditional style cook than anything else. So it's, you know, you're not going to see any foreign dishes there. You know, it's all going to be traditional style British fare, you know, meat and two veg. So your steak pies, your casseroles, your, you know, your mixed grills, your liver and onions. I must admit, I can't smell that tripe and onions. Oh, who can eat that? But, you know, mince and potatoes. She's a very traditional cook, and it's good, wholesome, and it's done from scratch. This lady does not get on well with using tinned ingredients. You know, she doesn't do the processed food. This is all good, wholesome, easy to put together, and well consumed. And she's very good at turning one dish into another. So when you look at things like leftovers, you know, when there's a bit of mince left over, it suddenly becomes the next day's shepherd's pie. You know, when there's casserole left over, it becomes the next day's sort of steak pie. You know what I mean? There's very little, if any, waste whatsoever. There might be a few peelings, a few eggshells, but when it comes to throwing food out, nah, not at all. Not at all. There is no waste. And this is something she learned from her parents, who are very used to dealing with the after effects of rationing, which went on for quite a few years after the end of the war. So they know what it's like to cook with very little and to have no waste, and to make sure everything's recycled. Now, I want to say that this lady is very much a person that likes to get out and about. She's a neat dresser in that she may not dress fancily, but she's very much a case of looking and checking that everything is in place. Hair's all right. There's no stains or marks or anything like that in her clothing before she goes out. And she's very much one for stopping and talking. Okay? You could call her a bit of a chatterbox. but she likes to socialize, and she's very much a people person. You could say that she knows everybody, everybody knows her, and she hangs around and makes sure that she gets to talk to just about everybody and anybody she comes across. I can get these images in my head of her leaning over the garden wall and chatting with next door as they're hanging washing out, chatting with people at the gate to a garden, knowing everybody that passes by name, includes the kids. She'll know the kids, she'll know their mums and dads, she'll know their grannies and grandpas. And she could spot a stranger a mile away. Very much I want to say a people person. Very strongly. And she draws very close to you today, Dawn, and because she has a way with words. She's a person that didn't have the world's best schooling. Her schooling, if you like, was the school of life after leaving school. And she learned a great long life lesson about not necessarily mend and make do, but how to ensure that all the ends were met. Okay, she had a way of always continuously saving for rainy days. She had a method of ensuring that the bills were paid, and she managed to make sure that some money was kept to the side for rainy days, or she was referring to them as bad times. And this is about learning how to be thrifty, learning how to mend things and make do and not necessarily squander what you had. But she never had a lot, but she made sure everything was bought and paid for. And to live within your means and to make sure that you had enough for bad times. And as she draws close to you, she wants to share with you her wisdom, because she learned a lot throughout her life. There was a lot of lessons that she had to learn very quickly. It's about survival. It's about getting by. It's about making things, making your resources last that bit longer, and knowing how to get by and how to get the most for your money. And how to live like a queen but only spend like a pauper. Lots of secrets, lots of tools, lots of wonderful things that she's got all up here that she draws close with you to share. And and she says also how to give someone a tongue lashing without actually having to resort to using naughty language. So she draws close to share all of that with you. But she also has a tremendous capacity around her to love people unconditionally, even when they drive you, as she says, drive you balmy and get on your nerves. She has a canny way of knowing how to allow that love, the unconditional love, it's the purest form of love, to help bind family together, even though at times you wish you could shoot them. Now, she's beginning to draw away from me now, but as she does so, I want to share with you a gift that she wants to leave behind. Okay. Oh, wow. I must admit, I haven't seen one of those since my public school days. Right. She wants to leave on the table. Okay. There's a fountain pen, a bottle of ink, and okay, an abacus. Okay, an abacus. Now I can vaguely remember how to use one of those because we had them at public school. But this is quite an old one. This one's an imperial abacus. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you and her love, and say good luck with the abacus. And thank you very much for allowing me to read for you. God bless you. Right. And if the dog would get out of me foot, thank you. Right. And I have the pleasure of welcoming back the lovely Paul and his pocket full of licorice. You're very welcome. And his pocketfuls of licorice torpedoes.
Comforts.
That's not what they're called.
Oh dear, what am I like? I do apologise. I just knocked everything for 6. So I do apologise. Hiya, Tanya. How are you, my lovely? Welcome. Hi, Julie Rampton. Mary Lou Townsend. Welcome. Mand Pink. Hello, my darling. Hi, Angel. Gemma Ball. Okay. Let's have your names up. Hiya, Audrey. All right. Okay. I'm going. Hiya, Jane. How are you, my lovely? Hi, Dawn. Right, Gemma Ball. Can I come to you, please, Gemma Ball? Hi, Elaine. Hi, Charlie. I'm trying to work here, but you just want cuddles, don't you? Right, Gemma, as I'm drawing close to you at the moment, I'm actually feeling that you're actually desperate at the moment because you just want things to get done and you just want to get down to where your partner lives. I have got a lady on the maternal side coming down for you, mum, grandmother, great grandmother, and she's coming in around you at the moment because she's saying you need a lot of help and you need a lot of love at the moment because it's just really getting you down. Hi, Tammy. You need to. Oh, that's good. That is good, and you need to get sorted and start arranging things now because I'm actually being told it is now dire that you actually get moved and out of where you are at the moment and down into East Sussex. And she's saying, hi, Sue from Ireland. She's saying, just take your time, sit down and think what is best for you. And I know what would be best for you, and that would be getting down to where your partner lives. But you've started questioning things now, I'm being told. Like, what if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't work out? You're going to be left stranded and all that. Well, you won't know unless you try. And she's saying, you will try. And she's saying it will succeed for you. Do not let people try to bully you, saying, oh, what is this, what is that. Don't worry what other people say. Just worry about what you and your partner want. I feel, and I'm being told, you have got a lovely partner there and he'd do anything for you. But she's saying, don't make him do it all. Hi, Ali, right? How are you, my lovely? Don't make him do it all. You've got to do some as well. It is a 50-50. And she said, no, you'll probably end up in the kitchen like I was. I was always in the kitchen, baking, cooking, and all this and that. And she's laughing at that. And she said, I could just imagine you being in the kitchen. Hi, Clarky. But you've got to think positive. And one way to think positive is every morning you get up, look in the mirror and tell yourself you love yourself. And if you do any prayers, healing prayers or anything, always remember you. You've always got to mention you when you're doing healing prayers. Because if you're not healed, how do you think others are going to get healed? But she's saying, Gemma, my girl, you're not a little child anymore. You are a grown up. And she's saying, be the grown up. Hi, Zoe Doby. How are you, my lovely? Thank you for that message you gave us the other day. It was totally spot on. So if anyone else, Zoe Doby, she's a very good medium, psychic. She does it all. Another one to go and join. She's amazing. You will get there, and it is going to be hard at first because you are so used to living on your own and doing things for yourself. It is going to be a big turnaround for you. And she says, I know you will do it and you will be good at it. So keep doing what you're doing, but do not allow people to interfere in your words or judgments, because you've got this and this lady is watching over you all the time. Hi, Gaza. You don't need other people to try to interfere. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're very independent, always. Hi, Claudette. You need to start standing up and being counted. Do not let others try to rule you. The only one that should rule you is yourself. Hi, Alison Roper. And this lady said, tough. She's using the S word after it, but it is your life. You're big enough and old enough to do it yourself and to think for yourself. Don't worry what other people think. It's what you think. Hi, Linguine. How are you, my little big sis? You just do what you want to do. The others, they get out over it. But you need to do this for your own sake. So keep it all and keep doing what you're doing, and no one should change your mind. They have not got any right to try and change your mind. God, this woman's a right. Cool. When she gets a bee in her bonnet, she does. You have your own mind, your own soul. You do this for you. And I'm going to leave this love with you and say bless you. Thank you for allowing me to work with you. Now I'm going to bring Luke back because try to get it quick because I've got the candlelight to do at 9 o'clock. So here comes the lovely, the handsome Luke.
Right. Okay, I have got Little Boy Blue this time. So if you'd like a reading with Little Boy Blue, you need to put your names at the new. All right. So now there is a talking stick and ways on the go. Right. Right. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? Right. Right. Okay. Right. I have a stop on a Tracy Bevan. Right. I have a stop on Tracy Bevan.
Reason.
So let us go there. Right. So as I gaze into the crystal, right now what I can see here. Right. I've got a image of you sitting on the sofa here. And as you're sat there, I do want to say that I can see a very large orb that gathers on your right-hand side about mid-head height here. So it's about the same height as the top of your ear. And it is a lovely, I want to say, blood orange. Okay, a blood orange color. Now, I am also aware of, oh, it's just passed in. There is a dog in spirit that has just gone past your knees. Now, I want to say this dog is, it's what I would describe as a sort of terrier size. So I'm looking at anything from a staffy to a sort of miniature collie to a traditional terrier, sort of like Jack Russell style. It's not great and tall. It's like closer to the floor, but this one gives the impression that it's got a bit of a swagger to it as it walks past. It was a bit like this. Okay, I can't tell if it's a him or a her because the shape of it is made up of just yellowy golden light forming the shape of the dog. Oh, and actually on your right hand side, just there is a person standing there that looks, again, the shape is the golden yellow haze, which is like a mist that forms the shape of the body. So I can't tell if that is a man or a woman, but there is a person stood there. Now, the way they're standing is like slightly angled off to you, so it's a bit like this. But as they're looking in this direction, it's like they're facing you. Okay. Now, is there anything else I need to see? Okay. Now, I think I've got everything there. Right, let's go over to the portal. Do we have someone for Tracy Bevan? Oh, right. Okay. Yes, please do. Please do. Yeah. Thank you very much. Right. We have a person coming forward. So clear the heads. Right. Ready. Right. Now I've, oh, two people. Okay. Right. Which one? Lovely. Right. Initially, I'm going to say I've got the energy of a gentleman coming forward. And as he comes in, there is I want to say there is a paternal energy connection that comes with him, okay, as he comes forward. So straight away, I want to say that I want to be going down the father side of the family, down this side of the family, okay? So this is dad, granddad, great-granddad, this side of the family, okay? The opposite side would be mom, grandma, great-grandma, okay? So we're going down father's side. It's a paternal energy, and when I say paternal energy, it's like it is what you would describe as an unconditional love energy. It presents itself in waves of pink light as it comes from him. And I'm looking at this part of the chest, and it's like what would be with a heartbeat. You can see the pulse of the energy come out, and it's like a big ring, and it gets bigger. And this is directed at you. So as it comes out, it would completely engulf you. The one thing I can say about the uniqueness of an energy like this is it makes all the hairs on your body stand on end. Literally, I mean, this is all gel, right? But at the end of the day, if it wasn't a gel, it'd be standing on end. It leaves a very pleasant, tingling sensation all over your skin. And as it passes through your body, you can feel your heart rate increase because your spirit, your higher self that sits in the body, recognizes it straight away and it gets excited. So you get the tingly feeling. You can sense the atmosphere and the vibrations in the atmosphere rise because it brings happiness, peace, joy, everything like that. All these positive, wonderful things. Now, already I can feel the atmosphere has got somewhat electric in here. As he steps closer to me, I have this overwhelming urge that I've got to wrap my arms around you and just, I want to say thank you, okay? I want to say thank you. You have done something for this gentleman towards the end of his life that gave him back a sense of dignity and self-respect. And he feels, I want to say, indebted to you for it. And he also says he also wants to say is well done. You have changed something significantly in your life that has, in a way, it was to prove a point. It was like to revalidate your life, to prove a point, to put yourself up there, to say, look, I can do it, anybody can. Okay. It's like, as a more mature lady, you have learned a complete new way of life, and that has become not what some people would describe as an obsession, but there are others out there that do sometimes look at it as being obsessive. But for you, it has given you a newness of life. It has given you an opening for a career, and it's given you a purpose. Okay. He approves of it, but there's also times when he feels you should be slowing down and enjoying your mature years. I feel this gentleman had I want to say, his transition from one plane into the next didn't leave much time for saying goodbyes and farewells and putting things in order. And it was something that to many people would have considered it sudden, but it was also regarded as being inevitable in any case, right? But things weren't as prepared as one would have hoped. However, he wants you to know very sternly that he is absolutely fine where he is. And he wants you to know this. One minute I was here with my eyes open, looking around, thinking, yeah. And then it was like I blinked, as you do. You blink because someone's going to poke you in the eye. And I blinked and I opened my eyes again. And here I was, and I'm giving it, what on earth? Where am I? It was like that. And I didn't feel any pain, or, I didn't suddenly clutch my chest and struggle and give it, There was none of that. That's all Hollywood rubbish. It was just like blinking and I was here. And I'm like, well, there was lots of things I wanted to say, but I thought I better not. And I'm thinking, okay, right, well, I'm here now, so, okay, well, let's go and have a bit of a wander. And it took, as you said, it took him a little while to adjust. But after conversations with people that literally were surrounding him and welcoming him, and he's like, there was like people there that he last saw in his school days that were there. It was like a big reunion. You know how we get these letters, emails, whatever I said, oh, come to your class reunion, it's the 30th anniversary. And we all say, yeah, I didn't like you when I was there, so what makes you think I'm going to like you all when I go back 30 years later? Not wasn't always as bad as that, but you get the message, right? It was a bit like this. And what it wants to say is, once I got used to how to go around, I found that every time you thought about me or every time you spoke about me, it was like I was there listening. And all I had to really do was just to think in my head, I want to go and see Tracy. And I'm there and I'm like walking around and I can see everybody and I can hear everybody's talking and saying, but they couldn't see me. So I couldn't stand there and have the conversations because it was like, what's the matter with you? Are you all deaf or what? So it took a bit of getting used to. And there were some people turned up to my big day that I must admit I never thought would bother their ginger. But I was quite impressed. It was nice. It was nice. There were some very, very nice things said about me, particularly by people I never thought cared or really gave monkeys. But yes, I sat through the service and I was quite touched. I mean, I wasn't bawling my eyes out, but I was quite. It was moving. Some of the things people said. But I'm sorry I left you with such a pile of, well, you know what, to sort out. And if I had known, I would have got things sorted out a bit better than what they were. But we never know when we're meant to go, love. And I didn't realise that I would be leaving you with such a pile of, you know what. But I'm glad that you were able to benefit from what mess I'd left behind, even if it wasn't really a lot. But you know what? You get one go of it. So make sure, Tracy, that you write a good story about yourself. Leave something for some people to remember you by. And remember, don't burn yourself out. You know you're better than all of these others. Use things you can do now that you couldn't do 30 or 40 years ago, and that's some achievement. But remember, somebody's pile of is somebody's treasure. I'm not saying mine was worth a heck of a lot at the end of the day, but I could have done a lot better than my day, but it got to a point where I just didn't care anymore. But it didn't mean to say that I didn't care about you. And I've had a chance to look back, and you got to know that I've had an opportunity to look back over my time, and I met some huge clangers, and I mean huge. And I could have been far better at being a father than what I was. And it's funny how when you look back at things and you see what complete mess you've made of it, and realize that had an effect on other people. It's only then that you realize how much of a complete wally that you are. So for all the mistakes, I'm really sorry. I didn't have a book to guide me. Nobody really told me how to do it. I sort of learned as I went along. And they say you learn by your mistakes. And wish I hadn't made as many. I wish I'd actually left you something that was worth something. But I thought I had a lot longer than what I did. But you make a good story for yourself. You leave a good story. You leave something for people to, you know, you write a story that later on, 20 or 30 years after you've gone back, okay, that people remember you for and speak fondly about you for. Not like me. All I'll ever be remembered for is leaving a big pile of poo behind. Okay? Don't make that mistake like I did. Don't bottle it up either. Talk things over. Don't hold them locked in your head like I did all the time. Being, well, you know what us men are like. We don't talk about our feelings and we don't talk about our mistakes. We just sort of stiff upper lip and get on with it. Well, it doesn't work that way anymore. And am I proud of you? Yes, I am. Very much so. Because you've made something of your life. All I did was make a complete wally of myself. There's not much more I can say about that. But despite all of it, I still loved you, and I still love you now. And you make me proud. So I want to see you bring me back a medal for winning the London Marathon. Okay? You do that for Dad. I need to go back now because, you know, I'm still learning how to do this and it really is exhausting. But you make us proud, lass. Okay. Right, I'll show that. Okay. Right, he wants to leave you something, so I'm just waiting for him to put the image in my mind, actually. Wow, now they are expensive. Right, he's put an image in my mind. Now, this is it's a big plant pot, okay? You know them great big ones. I think B&Q do them, but they're like flat bottomed and they sort of curve up like that, but they're quite wide. Sometimes you put great big bushes in them, but this is not got a bush in it. This has got loads of orchids, okay? And they're red, white, and a yellowy coloured orchid, and they're all sort of growing up. So there's a nice little ribbon round them to sort of hold them together so that they go straight up. And he's showing me that, and it's sitting, I want to say it's like an outhouse, okay? It's like an outhouse, but it's the door to the outhouse. So as you approach the outhouse, there's like this glass door that opens inwards, and the big planter pot is sat there with these orchids growing up out of it. He wants to leave you that. And he's saying it's by way of an apology, but it's also to say thank you. You make me so proud. Okay? And yeah, and as he's and he's just actually showing me and placing it there now. And as he's looked at me, there's like tears coming down both eyes coming down. He's a very emotional man at the moment, but he's exceptionally proud of you, and he's exceptionally embarrassed about how much of a, I'm going to be nice, and because I kind of use the words that he wants to use, but because it's a lie, but I'm going to say he's still a bit embarrassed about having been a complete, and I'm going to insert the word plonker as opposed to the word he wanted to use. Okay, because I can get away with using the word plonker, because only fools and horses used it all the time, and it wasn't bad. I'm going to say thank you very much, Tracy Bevan, for allowing me to read for you. A really nice gentleman, a very genuine man, that does have some regrets, but also is extremely proud of the success that you've made of your life. So I'll leave you his love and say thank you very much for allowing me to read for you this evening. Right, I'm going to invite Paul back now, because it is now the time of the day and the day of the week where we remember all of our loved ones in spirit. So if you want to put the names of loved ones that have gone to spirit,
Friends,
loved ones, partners, boyfriends, girlfriends, you name it, anyone that you've lost to the world of spirit, if you want to put their names up as a small tribute to them, now is your opportunity to do so. So I'll hand you over to the lovely Paul, and I'll say thank you very much and see you shortly.
Hiya, Tracy. How are you, my lovely? Had any hot tubs lately? Right. I'll just move this around a bit so you can see. Right, now is the time where we reflect on our loved ones, family, friends, boyfriend, girlfriends, in-laws.
Those in between.
Yeah, those in between. Where we just light the candle and just think of our loved ones in spirit. Hi, Helen. Just as you're thinking of them and you put their names up, just let it reflect on the life you had with them, and some you never met. But just letting them know that we still think of them, and they're always in our hearts and in our minds. And just send out the love to them. I'll read some out. Clark, he put his daughter Kaylee Rose. Claudette put, oh, it's gone up a bit now, so Tanya's put back there, Claudette, Uncle Alex, Bob, Misha, but my cousin Caroline, whose first birthday is in heaven today. Oh, Mary Lou Townsend's put Pauline, Elle, Ricky, Debbie, Clay, Liz, Earline, Mel, my best friend from school, David, Maggie Davis put hubby, sister, mum, Donna Roy put my parents and grandparents, and my other family members, Julie Rampton put Mum Julie Mum Joe, partner Dave, Mum's brother and sisters, Jeannie, Patsy, Joyce, Ron and Billy. Man Pink put thinking and sending love to all my family and our baby angels. Rachel Elizabeth Eyre put Margaret, Malcolm, Barbara, Terry, Lynn, Susan, Lina, Vi, Johnny, Mick, Rob, Paul, Rob, Bill, Brian, Caitlin, Tristan, and all my little pets in the spirit world. Yeah, and please do mention your pets as well and let them know. Elaine English has put my dad. Helen has put Mum, Dad, Deb's John. And I think of a dear friends as well that have lost their partners over the last week. And just let them know that we are there for them. Angels put Martha, Morgan, Gran and Grandad, Dad, Eddie, Denise and Shadow, Tanya, my dog Harley, Julie, best friend Debbie, Abby put my beautiful baby boy Alfie, Helen put my fur babies. So I'm just going to be quiet for just a few moments and just give you time to reflect on the love that they do actually send down and you send up to them and let them know they've not been forgotten. I will say my mum Linda, Luke's dad Archie, or Scott as a lot of people called him, my aunties Vi, Deirdre, Dee, Terry, Tommy, my grandmother Margaret, also known as Peggy, my other grandmother Gladys, and friends I've had from school. Hi Wendy Gilbert. So just stay quiet for a minute or so, just so you can reflect on those loved ones that have gone over to spirit. Right, thank you all for that. I will keep the candle burning while till the end of the evening session. So even you could actually carry on putting their names up, you know, and just let them know we're thinking of them. Yeah, I'm okay, Wendy. It's just the the lighting of the candle and mentioning people that have passed over, you know, friends, family, loved ones. Amen to that, Tanya. Right. If you'd like to put your names up and see who I'm drawn to, please. That's lovely, Helen. Hi, Amy. Hi, Lorna. Right, Helen, can I come to you, please? Helen Lisa Davies. I'm not too bad, thanks, Lorna. Okay. Yeah, people that don't know, we do a candlelight on a Friday for people that have lost loved ones and that, and like our dear friend Ellie, who lost her partner the other day. Yeah. Luke's okay. He'll be back in a minute after I've finished. Right. Right, Helen. As I'm drawing close to you, I have got a lady drawing close, and she comes on a maternal side, mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, but she's coming in specifically around you at the moment to actually give you a big cuddle, because she's saying you need a lot of love and strength at the moment, because there's been a lot going on and you just don't know where to start or what to do at the moment. Can you understand this, please, Helen? Because she's also saying that there has been just so much going on and you don't know what to say and you can't get the words out to what you want to say or do. And she's saying, talk to me. I will be putting words into your mind. I will be telling you and guiding you of things to say. And you know I do come and visit because of you've actually noticed your bed going down, sitting on there, and the couch. I've been around you for quite a while. And I know you just I know you so well, and you know when I am actually there, and I come to give you the love and support that you need, because after time you just feel so alone and that no one really cares. Well, let me tell you a secret. I care. I always have done. You have grown into a fine young lady, and people try to use and abuse you because of that, because that they want to take your kindness and get that for their own selfish ways. But you've got to say no now. No, no, no. You need to grab it with both arms and say, not anymore. Because you've got a lot of love and a lot of friendships, but most of them are just because see what they can get out of you. True friends, me personally, I could only count on one hand, maybe half a hand. But people do come into your life and people do leave your life. Oh, thank you, Carol. And you You like to help everybody, but not everybody can be helped. You have got a big personality, full of love, full of joy. But when you get home, you just flake out. Because if it's not work, it's home. Home, work. Because that's all you seem to be doing. And housework as well. Hi, Chrissy. Now, I want you to... This lady's saying she wants you to grow a backbone and actually tell people where to get off. You have got your own life to live. You can't keep doing this night in, night out, day in, day out. You've got to have some you time where you can go out and enjoy yourself. Go down the pub and have a drink, or go for a walk, just so you can have some time where you can enjoy yourself. The reason you're tired all the time is because you're not doing anything. Because you're either doing one or the other. You need more things to actually be able to do on your days off. Just go out and enjoy yourself. Have a big lie-in and then just go out and enjoy yourself. And be at one with yourself. Because you deserve that. You deserve to be loved. And you deserve to be happy. And yeah, you're not old enough yet to actually say, oh, can't go out, I'm too old now. Nah, you're never too old. Now get your glad rags on and go out. Because you deserve it so much. She's saying there is something you've always wanted to do, and she's saying you used to talk about it when you were quite young. You always wanted to do it. Something like, like jump out of an aeroplane or something like that. You want to do it. She said, go and do it. Go and do what you need to do or you want to do. Hi, Heidi. Keep the love and keep doing what you need to do. Because I am backing you 100%. And I will help you as much as I can. So I'm going to leave her love with you and say, bless you. Right, Wendy Gilbert, can I come to you, please? No problem. More than welcome, Helen. Wendy Gilbert, are you still here? Okay, she's not. So I'll bring back the lovely Luke then and say, bless you.
Right. Okay. Right. I have got Misty Blue here to work with. So if you would like here a message with Misty Blue, then I need you to put your names up now and we'll see where we go. Right. Just need to right there is the talking stick. So we're all set. So make sure you get your names up. And let's see where we go. Right. Tis on the move, so any second now we will have a stop. And we have a stop on Julie Rampton. Julie Rampton, the talking sticks landed on your name, so let's see what we have in store. Right, so. Right. Okay. As I look into the crystal, I'm seeing you. Oh, right. It looks like you're on a sofa here and TV control by your side. Yeah, a lady that's in control of things. And either a mug of tea or coffee close by. Right, and what I'm doing is I'm actually looking at the top half of your body. So I'm looking from about here upwards, because that's all they're showing me. And I want to say that I can spot an orb just there. It's about level with your eye. Okay, it's a lovely peach color. It's actually standing a bit still. However, there is another one that I've just seen skipping over the top of your head, which was a very nice yellow color, which basically goes from one side of your head, from your right across to your left. So there's two orbs floating around you at the moment. Now, I'm sort of edging across. Oh, here we've gone into panoramic now. Right, again on your left hand side. Sat next to you, there is a person in spirit. Now, they're shown as a golden yellow haze. I can't tell whether it's man or woman at the moment, so I don't see anything else that is presenting itself. So I'll go straight across to the. Do we have somebody for Julie Rampton? And I have got a person coming forward. Right. Clear your head. Okay. Right. I've got the energy of a gentleman coming forward, and I don't sense this person to be particularly old, actually. Right. I want to say this is a young man. Okay. A young man, I'm putting under 30, under 40. Okay. 40 upwards is sort of like getting into the middle age things. But this guy is like under 40. A very energetic, outgoing chap. Okay, this is somebody who likes to enjoy life to the full and likes a thrill and likes the buzz of a thrill. Sometimes to detriment, because this chap would do some absolutely ludicrously stupid things for the sake of the thrill. Okay. You know, in some respects, he's a bit like a teenager, although he's not a teenager, right? But it's like he's got the mindset of a teenager where he's like, oh, I'm indestructible because I'm still in the prime of my life. So there's that sort of like, that sort of facade that sits over him. There's also the case of, oh, I've got to do all these crazy things because if I leave it too late, I'll be too old to do them all, you know, and, you know, like parachuting, bungee jumping, what do you call it? Those things where they jump off
Bungee.
certain cliff tops and they just really go wee, and then pull a cord for a parachute. You know, crazy things like that. Not necessarily he did that, but crazy things that you've got to get done by a certain age. But he's what you call as he's a man that took certain aspects of life seriously, but also liked the fun side of life as well. It's like, I work so goddamn hard that I have got the right to do some daft things because I've earned the right to do daft things. So he had a very, very powerfully strong ethic in that if I work all the days God sent and do a damn good job of it, make loads of money, well, wouldn't we all like to, I can then go out and enjoy myself and go amazing holidays and go to places that people wouldn't think twice of and really just enjoy it. You know, there's things out there to see that some people will never ever see, and I want to be somebody that goes there and sees them, which is sometimes the reason why youngsters go on all these backpacking holidays into the middle of God knows where. It's because they too want to see places that nobody's ever been. But they do it on a shoestring. Whereas this chap worked his fingers to the bone and then enjoyed or reaped the benefits of it by seeing things and doing things that most people would never get the chance. This man had his whole life in front of him, and there were so many dreams, so many aspirations, so much that he had planned. He had hopes, he had dreams, he had aspirations, and all of a sudden they were cut off at a young age. Okay. And you know, he had all these weird, well, I'll not call them weird, but you know, all these countries and places that he wanted to go to and had planned, you know, to go to. And, you know, this is why he worked as hard as he did. Is, you know, he knew that by working hard, he would have the funds to allow himself to go to really obscure places, you know, do things that some people only dream of. I had all these things planned up in his head, and then basically, just like blowing a candle out, it was all over. definitely, I would describe him as a definitive candidate for people to say that gone far too soon, not even had the opportunity to do the things that, you know, adults would want to do, which is like see their child grow up and get married, see their first grandchild, look forward to their first letter from Saga saying you're over 50 and it's time to plan. You know, all these things that we look forward to. Some of it's a complete mick take, but you know, all these things that, you know, these great big milestones in life that come, and then when they arrive, we think, "Oh my God, am I that old?" And they go, and then something else comes in. But yeah, he missed all of that because he was taken from this world far too early. But I want to say that this gentleman comes in with a very, very strong energy, and he is surrounded by a very powerful unconditional love energy that is, I want to say, is his signature. Because as a young father, he still has aspirations for his kids. And he has a very protective energy that comes with him. And he is a gentleman that spends a lot of time around his young family. And as he comes in from the world of spirit back to the physical realm, there's a distinct marker that lets people know he's there. And that is the love of a father for his kids. And it's an energy that takes over the room, and it brings a very strong sense of peace, a very strong sense of love. It is not only is it something that comes in waves of color that I can see quite clearly, but it also reacts with your flesh, and it gives you a warm, tingly sensation that goes into every cell of your body. It makes you smile, it makes you giggle, it makes you happy. It chases all the negativity out of the room and lifts the vibrations up so powerfully. As he gets closer and we're speaking about his children, I have this overwhelming urge that I want to scoop them up in my arms, and I want to sort of like twirl in a circle with them, holding them close to me, and make them giggle and laugh. And, you know, these are the precious moments that mean so much to him. To be able to hold his kids, to kiss his kids, to hug his kids, to play with his kids, to let them know that they are loved and cherished, and that he's very much still there. Okay? That he's very much still there. And there is a great, huge amount of truth in the belief that young children still can see spirit. And it is so true, because they're so young and so fresh from the world of spirit. They are so strongly connected that they can see spirit when they enter the room. And his entrance is more than a grand entrance. You know, he just goes straight to them and puts his arms around them, blows raspberries on them. He does all these sort of things with them. And he's very much in their dreams. they see and talk to him in their dreams every single night. He's never very far away. And he brings a very strong sense of protectiveness around them too. And he's performing the task very much like a guardian angel around them. And it's amazing to see, because this man is very much, his energy pattern is very much like angelic beings. His passing was a great shock to everybody concerned. It was completely out of the blue. But as I'm led to understand is, it was his time to come home, to be transitioned, as he had a higher purpose in life. And that is now being quite evidently shown to me in my mind's eye, is because this man, this young man, and 30 odd is young, is now transformed into an angel. And he is now the guardian angel over these two children. There, okay, yeah, absolutely. He comes as regular as clockwork in to see them, and he brings with them a great healing energy, because he's very aware that there is still hurt and pain, and all of the emotions are still very raw and hearts are broken and spirits are crushed. But he brings with them a lot of healing and administers that healing personally to each of his kids. All as it is a lot for young minds to absorb and to make sense of. But the anger, the hurt, and the negative feelings that they have when their emotions are completely confused will pass in time as he is administering this healing. But he had no choice. He had to go because he had a higher calling. And he's so proud that two beautiful children were gifted to him in his short time he was here. And they will carry on his legacy, because he himself will guide them into adulthood. He's showing me something that he wants to give. Okay. I'm being shown in my mind's eye two gigantic teddy bears. These are about the size of ones that sometimes you see at the fairground, where you have to have like 1,000,001 wins before you can take them home. But I'm seeing two of those. And that's lovely. And a gentleman angel that would go on the top of a Christmas tree. Okay. And I'm seeing this in there, placed in the living room. Okay. And that he wants to give to his kids. Right. Okay. He's pulling back from me now. Okay. Oh, you're up there. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Right, he's pulling away from me now, and as he does, I want to leave his love with you. An absolute gentleman, an amazing guardian angel. Okay. Some of us are blessed with higher callings, and to see a father of some young kids who actually has his angel wings is an absolute privilege. What an amazing man. So I'm going to leave his love with you and say thank you very much, Julie, for allowing me to read for you. Wow, what an amazing man. What an amazing man. What a handsome, stunning angel, I think, is a better description. What a handsome, stunning angel that young man makes. And it's now time for me to hand back to the lovely Paul and say thank you very much for the privilege of reading for you, Julie. And I shall see you shortly for the finale. Let's put this here. Right. See you shortly.
Right, I am back. Right, let's have your names up and see who I'm talking to. Hi, Yvonne. And if you do wish to donate, please do so. Like on Facebook is running along the ticker tape, and on TikTok it is in the bio. And I'm going to go to Lorna. Lorna, can I come to you, please? Right, Lorna, as I'm drawing close to you at the moment, I do feel there's a gentleman quite close around you, and he's coming on the paternal side, so father, grandfather, great-grandfather. Yeah. And he's coming around here at the moment because he wants to give you a lot of love and a big cuddle at the moment, because he's saying that you need a lot of loving at the moment, and you actually feel a lot of things going on around you and you just don't know how to react. Or hi, Kelly Francis, how are you, my lovely? You just don't know what to do or where to go with this. Can you understand this, please, Lorna? Because as he's drawing closer, he's actually saying, my girl, you've got this, and I am with you every step of the way. You don't need to ask people, hi, Valerie, I am here to give you the love and the support, and I will always be giving it. You are never alone while I'm here, and I will always be here till at the time that you come up and join us. I am always there by your side. Never think that I won't be there. because really I'm only next door, so all you have to do is call my name and I will be there. You have felt me and felt my presence quite a few times, like a cold breeze going across, giving you the love and protection that you need, because I will be protecting you. Yep, and they do give it, they do hear. And you will, yeah, you will understand. And what he's saying is, by your bed needs to have a notebook by your bed. And this gentleman's going to be giving you words that will stick in your mind when you wake up, and need to write those words down, because there will be a message in that. So there will be words that have been put in your mind, and then after a few days or weeks, look at it, and they will actually, the message will come there. And I'd love, if you can, message me once you've got the message and let us know how it went, please. I'd really like that. You have been the matriarch of so many people around and about. You've been looking after so many things and people. Now it's about time that someone took care of you. They really need to start taking care of you now. And keep that lovely smile gleaming, because it makes you shine. When you see that smile, it does make you shine. I was spoiled when I met you. I was spoiled, but I'm glad I got the time. And I'm going to send my love and blessings to you and say thank you. Oh, bless your heart, Lorna. He brings his love to you and he will never part. Bless your heart. Right, okay. Angel, can I come to you, please? I'm going to do a couple of quick ones. So I'll be doing Angel, then Rachel, and then a couple of others. Right, Angel, you are going to be getting a letter soon. And something is going to be said in that will trigger something on you. There will be something to talk about once you've got it. And I think it's different to what you're thinking of. But there is going to be a letter coming, and I've been told not to tell you what it's about. It's mysterious, but once you get it, you'll know why it's mysterious. Because there is what needs to be done. This letter needs to be read through its entirety. So I'm going to leave that with you. Oh, and Shadow says, well, Shadows barking hello. I feel it's going to be good, not bad news. Good news. I'd only give good news. I tell them to get out if they want to give bad news. Right, Rachel. I have got your mum and dad here, bless them, and they're saying, well done to you for not biting back. You done us proud by not biting back. Those so-called friends, if you have them, who needs enemies? But what you done, I am so proud of you. And it makes them look small then as well. You have a good way of doing that. And keep it up. You will sort things out. Very much so. And don't allow them to treat you like this again. Because they don't want to get on the wrong side of you. You've got your mother's temper. And I never want to get on the wrong side of her. So, yeah, I'm going to leave that love with you and say, carry on the good work. I know there's a lot more things you've got to go through, but you're doing really well at the moment. And the love will shine through you. Yeah, and when you go, you do as well. That's what he's saying. So, I'll say bless you. Yvonne, can I come to you, please? Hi, Saga. Hi, Cat C84. Right. Yvonne, I've got a lady coming around you, and she's on the maternal side, grandmother. And she's coming in with a lot of hugs for you at the moment because she's saying, it just feels like everything I do, it seems to go wrong at the moment. And I just can't seem to get anything right. And she's saying, what you do is right. It's them that don't understand what's going on. Can you understand this, please, Yvonne? Because she's saying that you are doing what you thought was right. And yes, it was. Don't let people get you down anymore, or don't let them get to you. You've got a big heart full of love and peace. Don't let them get to you anymore, because them doing that, it just causes more heartache for you, and you don't need this heartache anymore. You are a lovely, beautiful woman who people always wants to take advantage of. But no, you're not going to let them. You're going to stay strong and keep the love going. And I'm going to leave that with you and say bless you. Thank you for allowing me to give you short messages. Right, before we go, right, I'm just going to bring Luke in. Got a couple of announcements, and then bless you, Yvonne. Right, I'll just move this candle over a bit so then we can see on both. Right, the private readings.
Oh yes, as we promised last month, as we go into June, that we would make private readings affordable to everybody. So what we have done is we are now open a facility where, if for any reason that, you know, people who are not working, that are living on benefits and whatever else, so that they have an opportunity to have private reads with us, just like those of us that are working. We've made a facility where if you want to have a reading, the 30-minute one or the 60-minute one, that you can pay it up over so many weeks. So we've opened that up, and we've already had a number of inquiries, which we are happy to do, because everybody should have an equal opportunity to a private read. Bank holiday, the next bank holidays are August. So the Scottish bank holiday is like the first full week of August. English bank holiday is the last full week of August. So
England and Wales, isn't it?
yeah, so you've already said that we will, on those bank holidays for Scotland, we will make available the 30% discount. And we've already had bookings for the bank holiday in August already. And we're very happy to accept them. And, you know, if for any reason you need to use a facility to pay it up over so many weeks, to have your 30% discount read on the bank holiday at the start of August or the end of August, we are happy to honour that as well.
And each time you pay, we will actually show you that it has gone in the book ready.
Yeah, so Paul is running a pay-as-you-go book for that facility. So, for example, if you want to pay £10 a week or £10 a fortnight of it, we will actually send you a email or Facebook message, whichever you prefer, right, confirming received £10 amount still to pay, such and such, and that will be sent out, and we will record it in the book. And once you've got it, we'll give you a slot during that day, Scottish bank holiday or the English bank holiday, whichever one you want to go for, at the 30% discount. Outside of bank holidays,
that's the 4th of August, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
I think it's the 4th of August.
Outside the bank holidays, it's normal price, and you can still pay it up over so many weeks or so many fortnights to the normal price. But in bank holidays, we will always do a 30% discount. Okay, just to make it more affordable for some people.
Yeah.
And if you're interested in that, please send us a message.
Yeah. Yvonne, if you message me afterwards, I will. We will tell you. We'll tell you what is what and how to go about it and the prices.
Yeah.
Also, on Thursday, this is only for TikTok. I'm going to be doing a Encaustic wax art, which I will get a couple down so you can see. Like, this is like some of the wax art that I've done, and it's someone's 3 colours that are chosen, and like these pictures come out.
Each one's unique.
Yeah, each one is unique to whoever. And I'm going to be doing it on Thursday, but it is a paid event. I've got to find out exactly how to do the paid events, but if I haven't done it by Thursday, then I will do them, and it's just a contract between us to say that you are willing to buy them, because I'm trying to do it a paid event, so then you don't pay nothing, just the postage. So you pay to get in to watch it, but then that's all you pay apart from postage. That is it. So that is I'll probably do the medium size to start off with, which is this size.
So
that size.
that's the size of card we'll be doing for the event.
Hot.
Okay. That's a medium size. Okay. And I can tell you now, postage for the medium size cards is £2 because it's large letter. It'll come in large letter. So it's £2. So that is the only thing you'll have to pay on the day. And that's just for the stamp to get it in the post to you. Okay. And the actual entry fee for the paid event, once Paul sorts that out, we'll be able to let you know.
Yeah. It's going to be like a tenner to what you get cards.
Right. So everybody that joins on that day will get a wax card reading and the wax card sent to you.
Also, you have Luke, while I'm doing it, doing some crystal ball readings as well.
So while he's making the cards, because they're all done to order on the day, I'll do some readings. I'll bring out the angel cards and the rune stones, something you don't see very often on the normal lives, but I will bring them out and we'll do readings using the rune stones and the angel cards while Paul is making people's cards up. And it will probably go on for more than the 2 hours, depending on the amount of people that's in the room awaiting their wax card reads.
Yeah, so that is what we're looking at. If, for instance, you don't pay to come in, what I would do is ask you to pay the £10 before we start. The PayPal address will be on the screen, so you will see the PayPal address. Or if you haven't got PayPal, you can message us and we will do bank transfer. So either way, you'll be able to sort it out. So that is Thursday, this coming Thursday.
Which is, I will just check my diary and give you the date.
I want to try and build TikTok as well as Facebook.
So that will be the 12th of June.
Yeah. So the 12th of June. Yeah. Cheers, Kat. Yeah. So that will be the day we will be doing it.
And if it proves a successful evening, that's if there's enough interest, then we could do one of those, say, maybe every
8 o'clock.
Maybe every month, if the demand is there.
Yeah. Starts at 8 o'clock, Yvonne. You've not seen anything like that before. Well, you'll see it on Thursday.
Yeah. So that is all the announcements. So
yeah.
Hopefully there'll be enough for you to come in and
yeah, Lorna, what we're saying, we're going to be on Thursday, we're going to be doing Encaustic wax art, and this is what the Encaustic wax art looks like. And you get it framed like I've done there with and yeah, it is, they're all unique to that person. So like there and there. And also you actually get a reading from him as well.
And on the back of your card, right, if you like, the cover, right, because each one of these is mounted, and on the reverse is a personalized message from us and a stamp from us to authenticate that it is from DoubleTrouble. Okay, and we use these sizes so that you can actually put them in a frame and display them on your wall. And the unique thing is, every time you look at the particular wax art itself, you will see something different. Okay, you see something different. You can look at these 100 times and you will see 100 different things in them. Okay, so they are authenticated with our stamp and a personalized message on the back. So you get the reading, you get the wax art itself, you get a personalized message and an authenticated stamp.
Yeah, it's 2 cards you get.
So it's 2 cards you will get for each reading.
Yeah, and all cards, your 2 cards will all have the personalized and the stamp on as well. So,
and Tanya Rideout here on Facebook has got dozens of them.
yes, she's on TikTok as well.
Yeah, Tanya's got dozens of them all over her house.
Bless her. Yeah, so yeah, all good. So we're going to say good night now. Yeah.
So our closing card.
Where are they gone? Oh, you got them there.
Closing card for everybody.
And then I do. Oh, you're on TikTok as well? Oh, Claudette's got some as well.
Yes, Claudette's got quite a few of them as well. Yeah.
Good night. Right, before we do the card, it's time to extinguish the candle as we say goodbye to our loved ones that have been here tonight and thanking them for coming. And as we blow out the candle, always remember your loved ones are all close by. So bless you all. Thank you for coming and joining. Bye. Yeah. Thank you, boys and pups. Yeah.
Right. And don't forget, if you wish to have a go as a fledgling on tomorrow night's show, please email or Facebook message us so we can program you in.
And please, on TikTok or Facebook, if you can give us reviews on the page, that would be fantastic as well, because it helps us grow.
Yeah. So tomorrow night, fledgling night. If you want to take part, stick us a message with your name and we will program you in. So, closing card. You wouldn't plant a seed and then dig it up every few minutes to see if it is grown. So why do you keep questioning yourself, your hard work, and your decisions? Have patience, stop overthinking, and keep watering your seeds. There you go.
I'm going to say a big thank you to Tanya Rideout, Michelle Brown, and Mike for moderating tonight. You're all amazing. You three are just the best. Keep it up.
Absolutely. So, God willing, we'll see you all tomorrow. Until then, look after yourselves and each other.
And it'll be 8 o'clock tomorrow.
8 o'clock tomorrow. So thank you very much indeed for watching. It has been an absolute pleasure to work with you. And good night. God bless you all. Night, Facebook.